The angels are revealing something powerful today. The person who lives in your thoughts, who stubbornly refuses to leave your mind, has finally made a decision. They know it's time to stop running away and face the truth that has always been latent in their heart. They have always wanted to be with you, but there is something else, something that has kept them at a distance. And this mystery is about to be unveiled. They have always felt this connection with you, something that goes beyond the ordinary. At first, it seemed like just a strong attraction, an uncontrollable curiosity about who you were and what you represented. But over time, this feeling deepened, becoming something they could no longer ignore. The encounters, the conversations, the shared glances, all of this made them realize that there was something much more intense between you. Something that, despite all the obstacles, could not simply be forgotten or abandoned. What you may not know is that from the moment your eyes met, they felt a spark, something they had never felt before. And as much as they tried to continue with their life as usual, as if nothing had happened, this spark only grew. They tried to fight against it, tried to convince themselves that it was just a phase, a passing crush. But the heart does not lie, and there's whispered your name every day. Even when you were apart, they thought of you. Sometimes out of nowhere, your image would come to their mind, a memory of your smile, the sound of your voice, a word you said. And they wondered why, out of all the people they had ever met, it was you who insisted on occupying such a deep space within them. But, like many people, they are afraid. Afraid of getting hurt, afraid of losing control of their emotions, afraid that maybe you don't feel the same. And this fear has kept them paralyzed, unable to take the next step, even though they know it's what their heart truly desires. There is something more, however, something that the angels want you to know. They carry within themselves a secret, an old pain that still haunts them. This secret has been the invisible barrier between you, the reason why they could never fully surrender, despite what they feel. They are afraid that if you know the truth, everything will change between you, that maybe you will see them differently, or worse, that you will pull away. But the angels are whispering in your ear now, saying it's time to leave those fears behind. That it's time to tell the truth, even if it leaves them vulnerable. This secret has deep roots. It's not something simple, but something that has shaped who they are and how they deal with love and relationships. And that's why, despite wanting so much to be with you, they have always hesitated. They are torn between the desire to open up completely and the fear that, by doing so, they may lose you forever. But your angels are telling you that true love is not built on secrets or fears. It requires courage, vulnerability, and above all, truth. They are asking you to be patient, to understand that what they are going through is not easy. Their heart is full of feelings for you, but it is also overwhelmed by these doubts and uncertainties. They know that it's time to tell you everything, to reveal what they have kept inside for so long. They just need a sign, something that makes them feel that you are ready to listen, that you are prepared to welcome them with understanding, with love. And that moment is coming. The angels are moving the threads of destiny, preparing the stage for this encounter. It is important for you to know that, despite everything, their feelings for you are real. They always have been. Every word, every gesture, every look carried a truth that they never could completely hide. And now, they are ready to take the next step. But this step needs to be taken cautiously, with respect for the wounds they carry and with the certainty that you will be there, not matter what is revealed. The angels are asking you to be patient, to keep showing them how much you care. They know that the path until now hasn't been easy, that you also have your fears and insecurities. But they want you to know that everything you have faced so far was necessary for this moment to happen. Every tear, every night of doubts, every time you wondered if you were doing the right thing, all of it has prepared you for what is to come. You are about to discover a truth that will change everything. A truth that, despite being painful, will also bring liberation, for both them and you. They are finally ready to tell you why they always hesitated, why they always pulled away when things started to intensify between you. And this truth, no matter how hard it is to hear, is what will allow both of you to move forward together, in a way that once seemed impossible. This journey will not be easy, but your angels are by your side, guiding every step, every word, every gesture. They are asking you to trust the process, to believe that what you have is strong enough to overcome any obstacle. Your love is real, and this is the moment to finally give it space to flourish. Now that the truth is about to be revealed, the angels want you to prepare for a moment of transformation. That person who has occupied their thoughts for so long is finally ready to open their heart. But what they need now, more than ever, is your understanding, your support. This will not be a simple process for them. There are old scars that are still open, wounds that have never healed, and each of them is linked to the reason why they hesitated so much to take this step towards you. As much as they have always felt something deep and true, there is an invisible wall that kept them at a distance. You may have felt this in the back and forth, in the way they seem to get closer and then pull away, as if torn between the desire to be close and the fear of getting hurt again. This contradictory behavior is not due to lack of feelings, but because of the internal battle they wage with themselves. They have a story that has not yet been told, a story of losses, disillusionments, broken promises. They have learned to protect their heart at all costs, not allowing themselves to fully feel, as every time they let their guard down, something happened to destroy them. And that is why, despite what they feel for you, they always kept their guard up. But now, after all this time, they are ready to let this wall fall. The angels are asking you to be strong for them, to be that safe harbor they need right now. Because when they tell you everything they carry inside, you will understand why they acted the way they did. You will understand why, even though they wanted so much to be by your side, they always seem to take a step back when things between you started to get more serious. They know they can no longer run away. The feelings they have for you are too deep to be ignored. And as much as they tried to convince themselves that they could move on without you, the truth is that the presence of your love in their life has completely changed them. You have brought a new hope, a new perspective, something they did not believe was possible. But with this hope, also came their deepest fears, the ones that made them hesitate whenever things started to progress. Now they are ready to face these fears, but they need you by their side. That's why the angels are asking you to keep being patient, keep showing that you are willing to listen, to understand, to embrace whatever they have to say. Because, although what they carry inside is painful, it is also what made them who they are today. By telling the truth, by opening up completely, they will be showing the most vulnerable side of themselves, something they have never done before with anyone. What they need to understand, and what the angels are also trying to show you, is that true love is not perfect. It is not about avoiding pain or pretending that everything is always fine. True love is about facing difficulties together, about being by each other's side, even in the darkest moments. And this moment, challenging as it may be, is also an opportunity for both of you to build something even stronger, something based on truth, trust, and mutual understanding. They are willing to tell you everything, but it will also require you to open up to listen, to accept that not everything will be easy or comfortable. What you are going to hear may surprise you, it may even hurt you in a way, because they will show you a side of them that they have never let anyone see. But that vulnerability, that surrender, is what will transform your relationship forever. They need to feel that, by opening up, you will still be there on the other side, ready to hold them and ensure that they are not alone. The angels are asking you to be their safe haven, to be the strength they need right now. Because when their fear speaks louder, when doubts start to arise, it will be your presence, your constancy, that will bring them back, that will remind them why they are doing this. They are willing to leave the past behind, to overcome the traumas they have carried for so long, but they cannot do it alone. You are part of this healing process. Your patience, your love, your understanding will be the key for them to finally break free from what has kept them tied for so long. And the angels are saying that, if you are willing to go through this by their side, what will come after will be something extraordinary, something you never imagined possible. This healing journey will not be easy, but it will be deeply rewarding. They are willing to open up in a way they have never done before, to show you who they really are, with all their flaws, fears, and insecurities. And by doing so, they are placing the future of both of you in your hands. This is the moment to prove that the love you share is strong enough to overcome any challenge. And the angels believe that you have the necessary strength for this. Be patient, be understanding, and above all, be honest with what they also feel. Because this moment will not only be about them opening up to you, but about both of you opening up to each other, creating a safe space where love can freely flourish, without fears, without barriers. What you are about to build together will be much stronger than anything you have experienced before, but this will only be possible if both are willing to face the challenges head-on and with an open heart. Now that the truth is getting closer to being revealed, their angels want you to prepare for the moment when everything will finally come to light. It's as if the weight they carried for so long is starting to lighten, and now, as challenging as it may be, they are ready to share this with you. This is a moment of transformation, both for them and for you, where everything you have built together so far will be tested. As they start to open up, you will realize that their feelings for you have always been true, but there was something inside them that prevented them from moving forward. They will tell you about the fears that paralyzed them, about the scars from the past that still hurt, and you will understand that the reason why they hesitated so much was not because of a lack of love, but because of the depth of what they felt. The love they have for you has always been so immense, so intense, that it scared them. They did not want to get hurt again, and that's why even when you were close, they kept a certain distance, a safe space where they could protect themselves from the potential pains that love could bring. And now, you are about to discover exactly what was preventing them from fully surrendering. The angels say that this revelation may bring to light some hard truths about them, about what they have gone through, and about how all of it has shaped who they are today. But they also want you to know that behind all this pain, there is a person ready to love deeply, to give themselves body and soul to this relationship, as long as they feel it is safe to do so. This is the moment when both of you will need a lot of patience and understanding. They are vulnerable, more than ever, and by revealing their deepest secrets, they are offering you something precious, their trust. And that trust must be handled with the utmost care, as it is fragile. But at the same time, it is this act of opening the heart that will allow both of you to connect in a way that was never possible before. When they tell you about the traumas that have haunted them, you will understand why, so many times, they withdrew just when things between you seemed to be progressing. They self-sabotaged, not for lack of interest or feelings for you, but because the fear of repeating past mistakes left them paralyzed. The angels show that no matter how strong the love they feel is, the wounds of the past still make them doubt themselves, their worth, and their ability to be happy. In silence, they wondered if they deserved this love, if they were ready to fully experience it. But the truth is they always wanted to be with you. From the very first moment, from the first glance, they knew there was something different about you, something that attracted them in a way they couldn't explain. But along with this attraction came fear that you would truly get to know them and upon seeing all their flaws and imperfections, decide to leave. This fear prevented them from opening up completely, but now with the support of angels, they feel ready to face these ghosts from the past. The angels ask you to listen to them with an open heart at this moment, without judgment, without rushing to fix things. What they need now is a safe space where they can feel loved and accepted for who they truly are, with all their shadows and lights. The love you are building together has the potential to be something grand, but for that to happen, both of you need to be willing to embrace vulnerability, truth, and trust in each other. This revelation will be a turning point for both of you. It will show a side of them that you have never seen before, a side they have always tried to hide, but now needs to come to light so you can move forward together. The angels are whispering in your heart for you to stand strong, to offer them the support they so desperately need. Because what is at stake now is not just your present, but the future you can build together. They will tell you about the losses that shaped them, about the disappointments that made them build walls around their heart. And as you listen to these words, you will understand how much they have fought against their own feelings, how much they have tried to keep everything under control, even when their heart begged to surrender to you. This internal battle they face is not simple, but you, with your patience and your love, have been the key for them to finally find the courage to move forward. The angels are saying that what is about to happen between you will be transformative. They are being guided towards a path of deep healing, where both you and they will have the opportunity to leave the past behind and start anew. But this journey requires strength, trust, and above all, love. The love you share is not ordinary. It is strong, it is true, and it can overcome any obstacle, as long as you are willing to fight for it. At this moment, it is essential that you show them that you are by their side, regardless of what is revealed. Because deep down, what they fear the most is rejection. They are afraid that by fully opening up to you, you may not see them in the same way. But the angels are asking you to show them that your love is greater than any fear, greater than any past pain. That you are willing to walk alongside them, even in the toughest moments. This is the test you are going through right now. A test of faith, of trust, of unconditional love. And the angels believe that you can overcome it, that what you have is special and worth preserving. What you will discover about them may be painful, but it will also be liberating. Because by sharing their truth with you, they will be freeing themselves from the chains that have kept them bound for so long. And this freedom will allow them to finally surrender to this love with body and soul, without reservations, without fears. The road ahead will still have challenges, but the angels are assuring them that every obstacle they overcome together will be a step towards a stronger, deeper, and more meaningful relationship. They ask them to keep believing, to keep showing to them that, regardless of what happens, you will be by their side, ready to build a future together. Because that is true love, the one that doesn't give up, the one that faces difficulties head-on, and emerges even stronger on the other side. Now, with the truth revealed, the air between them changes. The energy is different, lighter, as if the storm hanging over the two of them is finally dissipating. They, after carrying the weight of the past for so long, begin to feel an inner sense of liberation. Sharing with you what haunted them was like opening a door that kept them trapped in a cycle of pain and fear. And you, upon hearing everything they had to say, realized that this act of vulnerability has brought you closer than ever. This is the moment when the angels ask both of you to pause for a moment, take a deep breath, and reflect on how much you have already overcome together. Getting to this point wasn't easy, but every step of this journey was essential so that now you were ready for true love, without masks, without barriers. They, finally allowing themselves to be fully seen, are starting to heal. And this healing wouldn't be possible without your presence, without the unconditional support you offered. The angels want you to know that what is happening between you two right now is a renewal. It's as if, by sharing their fears, pains, and weaknesses, they have made room for something new and much stronger to be born. They now know they can trust you, that you accept them exactly as they are, with their flaws and virtues. And that is powerful, something not easily found. Your love has been tested, but now it is ready to bloom fully. Even though the path until now has been full of challenges, the angels want you to look towards the future with optimism. They are showing you that this is just the beginning of a new phase in both of your lives. A phase where fear will no longer have a place, where the past will no longer be a burden, and where love can express itself freely, without reservations. You are being blessed with a new opportunity to build something solid and true together. Now, with their heart more open and willing to surrender to this relationship, you will notice changes. Small gestures, deeper looks, words spoken with more sincerity and intensity. They are beginning to allow themselves to truly feel, without the restraints that once held them back. And you, in turn, will be there to support them whenever they need, to remind them that what you have is real and worth protecting. The angels are asking you to continue being that stable and loving presence in their life. Even though they may still face moments of doubt or insecurity, you now know that these feelings are just remnants of a past that is being left behind. And little by little, you will see how they are transforming, how the trust they have in you and in your relationship will grow more and more. This does not mean there won't be challenges ahead, but rather that, together, you will be stronger to face them. This journey of love, healing, and transformation that they are experiencing is rare and precious. The angels want them to understand that not everyone has the chance to experience such a deep love that withstands storms and grows stronger over time. That is exactly why they ask them to keep believing, keep investing in what they have, because what is to come is even greater. Now that the barriers have been broken down and the truth has been spoken, the love between them can finally expand in all its fullness. They no longer need to fear what the future holds because, with this solid foundation of trust and vulnerability, they will be ready for whatever destiny brings. The angels say that this is the time to celebrate, to look at each other and recognize how much they have grown together, how much they have matured, and how capable they are of overcoming any obstacle. At this point, they are beginning a new phase, a phase of peace, harmony, and genuine love. They have left behind the fears, doubts, and uncertainties. And now, what remains is to build the future they have always dreamed of. A future where both can be who they truly are, without fear of judgment or rejection, knowing that they are side by side, ready to face whatever comes. The angels also want them to know that although their love has been tested, it is now stronger than ever. The trust that has been built throughout this process will be the foundation that will sustain the relationship going forward. And with this trust, many blessings will come. What they have is rare, special, and deserves to be celebrated. So from now on, the angels ask you to live each moment with gratitude. The person you love finally feels safe to be who they really are by your side. And this security will allow the love between you to blossom in ways you never imagined. This is the beginning of something new, of a phase where you will be able to explore love in its purest form, without fear, without reservations, only with the certainty that you are exactly where you should be. Finally, the angels remind you that this love is a divine blessing, something that was placed in your path for a greater reason. Every obstacle, every challenge, every moment of doubt has served to strengthen this connection. And now, you are ready to enjoy everything that this love has to offer. Embrace this new phase with all your heart, knowing that the best is yet to come. This is the time to look to the future with hope and confidence. What you have built so far is just the beginning, and what is to come will be even more beautiful and transformative. The angels are by your side, guiding each step, and they assure you that this is the beginning of a love journey that will last forever.